Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Night Mayhem Show. I am Tactical Santa, and I am joined, as always, by my two brothers and my little brother, Bearded Chief, Bearded Bishop, and 30 Spray J. And I got to tell you, I love Monday Night Mayhem because we go off the rails, but we have a lot of fun. So, Chief, how was your weekend?
I didn't do much. Just hanging out. No, seriously, we did the Buckeye Beard Battle and got to meet all these cool people and had a blast and finally getting a little recoup time. What about you, Jay?
I still got 5 on it for those drawers there, Chief.
I'll take it.
You know it. Your boy was at the Buckeye with all the other guys. Rocked out the show. Looked good. Cleaned up nicely. Got to meet some fellow brothers that we didn't get to meet before. Got to see my brothers Dino and Chief. I am still kind of hurt though. I still don't have any pictures with myself and Chief. So, Bishop.
Hey, so man, I had a blast at the book. I know I had to leave a little early, family situation, but I had a great time on the meet and greet. I got to meet all of you guys in person, and can't wait for next year.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I had a great time. I enjoyed hanging out with all my brothers and got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen since Worlds, and it was a fantastic time. But with that said, gentlemen, what do you think? Should we say hello to all these amazing people in the chat? Alrighty. First in the chat was Born Bearded, and I got to tell you what, man, it was awesome to see you, Dave. And I'll tell you what, man, that beard was looking fantastic. We've also got Raised Bearded. What's going on, Raised Bearded? And we have the one and only Swamp Pixie. What's going on, Ronnie Painter? And I gotta tell you what, man, I don't know about you guys, but wasn't it awesome meeting this guy right here, Gokhan from Raven Beard Company?
Oh my
Man,
gosh.
what an awesome guy,
So
right?
good.
You know, if anybody could, like, if I ever had something to happen to me and I want somebody to narrate my life,
His
it would
voice.
have to be Gokhan, man. He is so interesting. It's so awesome listening to him talk. He's so fascinating. What an awesome time. And Chief, he brought it up, and imagine we're Greek and he's Turkish, and man, we just get along, right? How often do you see that happen, right? You don't, but man, my brother from another mother had an awesome time with you, Gokin. Alrighty. And we have Jay Summers. What's going on, Jay Summers? How you doing? We got, let me see. Scroll is moving pretty fast. Got to catch up. We got Lewis. What's going on, Lewis, man? Was it not awesome seeing him and his wife in the little?
Yep.
So his little girls were so infatuated with my spinner belt, and they kept doing the spinner, man. It was so hilarious. They're like, boom, boom. I'm like, go ahead, spin the belt. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome meeting you. We got this guy right here, the legend right there, Mr. Harmon, the dapper man himself.
Coming for you. Coming for you.
Coming for you too.
Then choose, brother. Then choose.
I gotta say, if you guys are coming for Mr. Harmon, I think the Hemp Wizard line works for you guys up. You're not ready.
Oh, you watch me.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
You watch me.
Oh, we got Lions Mane. What's going on, Lions Mane? Hope you're doing good. Who else do we have? We have Santa Allen, Sleigh Bells Mowing. How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're having a good day. We got another awesome company owner right here, Bane Blends. What's going on, man? It was awesome to finally meet another member of Elf Team 6. It was great to meet you. Had a lot of fun talking to you. And we got the big man, the myth, the legend. And I'll tell you what, Chief, it's so funny. When I saw Dan the morning of, I looked at him, I said, I told Chief when you told him to town, I'm like, have you been working out? He goes, I found the gym before anything. I'm like, I know, brother, but man, Beard Depth Dan, it was so awesome meeting you and talking to you, brother. It was such a good time. Let's see here. Who else do we have in here? Trying to get caught up.
No, porque no lo viraste para acá. I had that in your background.
Sorry.
Let me see. Copper John's Melissa. What's happening, Copper John's Melissa? What's going on, sister?
Me?
Always good to have you in here.
I want to be in your picture.
And let me see. We got everybody's favorite, the Maker. Hello, Maker. How you doing?
Three
We've
ons.
got
Cool.
we got Miss Brew City. Hello, Becky.
Hello.
Hello. And we
Hi,
got
Becky.
Two for Me too. What's going on? We've got El Pud. What's going on, El Pud?
Support.
My dude.
Man, we got Elliot Sasquatch. Man, did you guys when you met him, did you realize how tall Chris was going to be and how big he was? Man, I'll tell you what. You put him and Bearded Death together, man. That is like the Twin Towers right there, man.
Dude, I took a nap in his pocket.
You know the funny thing is I thought he could pick up mixed breed and just put him in his pocket and carry him, either him or Dan, you know. So
I got a picture with him and Miss Bree, and he posted in there my two Oompa Loompas. That was funny.
right. Jim Murray, what's going on? Small town traditions. What's going on, brother? And who else do we have? Oh, we got another rock star in here. What's going on, Brewer? What's happening, man?
Ooh.
Man, we had two
Brew
of
crew.
the three Bearded Respects. All we were missing was Brewer, man. That would have completed, but man, would have been awesome for you there, Brewer. Maybe next year you can make it happen, man. It's always cool to see you in person and hang out with you. Who else? I think we're almost caught up. Maybe. Yes, all right. We're all caught up. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I did. But all right, fellas, let's get into the shows of the week. So as always, Tuesday night we got Tara. She's got the Terra News Network. She is on at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights.
Yes, sir.
Definitely catch her. She's awesome. Always has a fun time on her show. And then we got this new show, the Slay and Anchor Show.
Never heard of him.
My chief, my boy Chief and I, we do this, but we're not every week. We're every other week. So look for the scheduling. I know we're not on tomorrow night, but we will be on next Tuesday. It's scheduled up, but definitely check it out. It's a live review show. And then Thursday, we got these guys, Chief, the Tres Amigos talk show. And as always, I always forget to check and see who the guest is. Do you remember who the guest is Thursday night, Chief? We always have good guests. We'll leave it at that, right?
Really?
Do we have anybody?
Really?
Yeah, you do.
I
Who
can't
is it?
remember who we have.
Who is it?
Bianca want to be.
Anybody we know?
No, we don't know.
Everybody, it is going to be an awesome show because we got 30 Spray J on the Tres Amigos talk show, and it's an awesome day because it is the one and only 30 Spray J's birthday. So it is going to be a fantastic time on the Tres Amigos. Definitely tune in for that.
Who?
Yeah, it's this guy, he's 30
Mike
spray
Jones.
something.
Yep.
30 spray or 20 spray J, I think.
Say it with me. It's 30 Spray J.
You did such a good job. Good job, Jay. Good job. And following us, we got She Knows Live with Melissa. She does an awesome show. You want to check her out. She comes on at 8 o'clock. So the Tres Amigos and Melissa are kind of like the warm-up show for this show, the Bearded Respect, and they are on at 8:30, right?
9.
9.
I know.
They're on at 9. I do not know who their guest is. I know that we have Brewer in the chat. So Brewer, if you want to let everybody know who the guest is this week, please feel free.
Hey, it's Jay Summers' birthday that day too.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, his wife.
His wife's birthday.
Wife's birthday.
Right.
Me and his wife.
And then we got this guy, Beard Talk with Bishop show. That is on Saturday at 7 p.m. Correct, Bishop?
Yep.
And who do you have on?
Nobody. I said right now, nobody, because I thought I was gonna be in Ohio, but it's gonna be we're gonna wing it. That's it. We're just gonna go out there. I think Baker's gonna be there, and hopefully Jay Summers, and we're just gonna, bring the best of it.
Oh boy. You are getting some love tonight, 30 Spray J. No. Not this Saturday, but I believe it's the 27th. It's scheduled up. The Slaywalker Encounters. where you have the special guest, as always, Tactical Santa. But the most important part is the guy who was hosting it and who was the interviewer and probably going to take Barbara Walters' spot eventually, Dirty Spray J. And he does a fantastic job.
Can you change the picture? The thing that's highlighted the most is my fat lips and my fat nose.
You know, I can only do so much with ChatGPT, my friend. That's all I can do. All I can do. And then on Sundays, we have the Suplex Syndicate with myself, the Elegant Sasquatch, and Dirty Spray J.
God,
You
my
are
schedule's booked,
rock star.
guys.
And Sunday, we have What's the Crack? And that's Baker's show. And it starts at 8:30. 8:30. I don't know what guest he has on, but he always has a phenomenal show.
He had a good show last night.
Right.
He did.
Right.
Last night was
He does an awesome show. So, fellas, let's get into it. What's in your beard today? Go ahead, Bishop.
Did you forget?
No, it was supposed to be Jay first, then Bishop.
No.
Oh,
No.
my bad. My
Nope.
bad.
Nope.
So I got Lions Mate Cubano. Cubano. Yeah, I thought it was backwards. Sorry. It won't happen again. Don't say. Well, how is that thing like this? Go ahead.
All right. What's in beard? What's in beard, brother?
I got Lions Mate de Cubano.
Cubano. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, 30 Spray?
Of course, I got my boy Elegant Sasquatch. I picked up some whipped butter from him, Dark Seduction, because I also have the oil. And yeah, I've been rocking that for the last couple of days because it just makes the beard feel so
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
So I've been rocking Florida Boys for a review. I was supposed to get done today, but I couldn't find 5 minutes today at all. So I got my shower and I got Dough Buster by True North Beard Co. in, and it smells delicious.
Wow.
I
You like
do.
that?
I do.
You like that?
I've got Cafe Cubano in by Lion's Mane. And here's the coolest thing, man. When he sent me all my stuff when I ordered, he sent it in this awesome cigar box. Just totally cool wooden cigar box. And I gotta tell you, man, that sun profile hits it. I kind of describe it as a hot chocolate cigar for some reason. That's what it smells like to me. But another cool thing he put in there, he put in a challenge coin.
Oh, look
And
at
that
that.
was super cool. What an awesome guy. If you haven't checked out his products, give him a try. I don't think you'll go wrong. A lot of us rock with Lion's Mane, so definitely check him out. So, fellas, we get the meat and potatoes, but before we do that, I got a reel for everybody to watch. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this reel? Rock and roll? Come on, Chief, tell me to full send it. Full send.
Do it.
All right, guys. So obviously, the topic of tonight's show is going to be the Buckeye Beard Battle 3. We all went, we all had fun. So let's start off talking about it. Let's talk about this, guys. How was the meet and greet?
And it was great. It was nice to meet a lot of people, a lot of new faces that we get to know them on the internet, right? And just meeting them in person, it was great. I enjoyed it. It was great.
Well, I got to see my brother Dave from California. He came in. I was looking forward for everyone, but me and him just have such a brotherly connection that like got to give him a big old hug, pick him up, squeeze that dump truck. What up, Kay? Finally got to meet Bishop, and of course Dino was. And I've been looking forward to this for months, and when it finally happened, and now that it's all over and we're talking about it, it's just like it's gone, and now I got to sit here and count the days until it happens again.
Well, I didn't go. I had to pick up Santa Tom at the airport, and we had to eat, obviously, and it was evening, so we chilled on the back porch, and Mr. Bain Blends himself came out. We had a cigar on the back porch, so we kind of did a meet and greet, but it was 2 hours away. So, but that was my extent of the meet and greet. Sorry about that.
Santa Tom calling.
Hello, Becky.
Santa Tom.
True North Hotline. How can I help you? But I tell you, man, it was such a great time. I love the meet and greet because it's kind of like one of those things. It's like the calm before the storm because the next day, man, you're just going to be running around doing everything. So it was really great to be able to sit down and talk to everybody, meet a lot of people. Got to meet Bishop, so I was excited about that. He walked in, I'm like, there he is, man. So we got to meet him, and seeing 30 Spray J and Elegant Sasquatch, Bearded Death, just everybody was there, and it was so awesome. Hanging out, having fun, talking beard stuff, talking everything that's going on in the beard world. Another guy that I really enjoy talking to. I got to meet him at Worlds the first time, but man, Phil Dowd, man,
Yeah.
I love talking to that guy. He's so awesome, and you know what the thing about Phil is? He's so chill, right?
He's chill as chill.
Phil is so chill, man, and you talk to him. I mean, just awesome time. And then another one that I was happy to meet too is Elegant Sasquatch, because we're on a show together, and then Gokon, man, I love meeting Gokon. What an awesome time with that. Love talking to him, but. Overall, guys, I would give the meet and greet like a 10 out of 10, man. It's so awesome.
Hey, before we go to the next topic, Santa, who had the best hug?
Oh,
I
man.
said hug.
That's a rough one.
Bishop, you start this off.
I will say, no, honest, Santa Tom. His was like warm. I mean, all the other ones were nice hugs, big guy. But Santa Tom was like, I try to give it. He goes, "Come on here." Is it great?
Right.
Santa Tom.
What about you, Jay?
I gotta say, Dino, because that's my brother right there, and Bearded Deaf Dan. Like, I thought he was gonna. If you could just readjust my spine for me, that'd be great. And then Elegant Sasquatch, of course.
I think there's going to be a Mount Rushmore for me for hugs. I can't pick this one. So
yeah.
Bearded Chief, 30 Spray Jake, because he's my brother, Elegant Sasquatch, and Bearded Death. Like, and this is the thing, like, where I love it. And Santa Tom's on there too, because I don't really get the big hugs like this. I get the, give me your hand, we pull each other in and give the hug, right? And that's the kind of hugs I enjoy, because when you go like that, it's kind of a preference thing with me, because I got the cracked chest from the heart surgery. So when people come in and grab me like that, it kind of, but I kind of do the grab the hand, we bring each other in, pat on the back. That's like the brother hug, right? So yeah, I would say that's my Mount Rushmore.
Normalize hugging your brother.
I just can't because of the chest. I'm afraid. Dude, all these guys are big, man. Chief, Elegant Sasquatch, Beard. I mean, they could come in and I'd be like, "Ooh, time to go to the hospital. Got to get a new plate put in." So that's how I do that one. But ready to move on, guys? Next one? Alrighty. So let's talk about the venue. The venue itself.
Man, I was surprised how nice it was. From the parking, plenty of parking to park. It was well lit. I like how they had two sections separated in that stage. I didn't realize. I don't know if you guys saw that stage close itself. And like on Friday, the meet and greet, there was a band playing, and I got to meet the owner, and I asked the owner, if that I asked him, is that for us? Because the beer battle, he goes, no, that's every Saturday thing. I was like, wow. So I was surprised with that. It was great.
It was well AC'd inside, but the weather was so great for the outside events. And if you didn't like the loud music that was playing outside, as soon as you went inside and shut those doors, you really didn't hear it. As loud as it was out there, you really didn't hear it inside. Great atmosphere. Just it was really open. You were able to walk around 3 different ways to try to get to your vendors, to your friends, to your registration, and great hospitality through the whole thing.
Well, we learned a lot of placing things and people, and just a couple little things that we need to tweak for next year. But everybody had a place to sit. The music was good. Like you said, you could just go right inside the doors or behind the stage, and the noise was cut in half where the vendors were. So it was just, if you want to be up front and listen to the music, be up front. If you want a little peace and quiet, go to the back or go inside. But the venue was clean. It had a lot of cool stuff to look at. There was stuff hanging from the ceilings, and it was so cool. Plenty of parking, like Bishop said. And I don't think a lot of people knew there was an overflow, which had like a football field to park in across the street. But we'll probably do some signs up or something, overflow parking or whatever, just to keep people from circling through the back. But so much good. Everything was great. I had a ball. I think the venue was awesome.
Right. I got to say the same thing, Chief, and I'll ask you this too, going along with that. I think the moving of the venue for this year was fantastic. Way better venue than last year. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the venue last year, but it needed to be at this venue this year.
It outgrew.
Yeah, it outgrew. Everything was great. I loved the venue, clean facilities. I loved how it was set up, and just and they had it set up. There were canopies outside, so if it rained, the bands could still play. Everything was good. But you know what it's time for, Chief? It's time for an unpaid promotional spot. And right here tonight, we are sponsored by Prime. Because if you're like me, I'm kind of past my prime. You got to get some Prime to put it back in you. So Prime Hydration.
Achoo. Today's unpaid promotion is brought to you by 30 Spray J. And
any which way, I would agree with you on the venue. The venue was a great job. I loved the venue, and I know it's already secured for next year. So we will be there next year. So I'm so glad we have that venue.
Yeah, I don't think else? The actual date itself, but I hope it's September because the cooler weather for sure.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. Yep.
I will say one quick thing.
September was the perfect month for it.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Oh, I will say real quick. They promote the competition too, because he was on the Barnes West side.
Yep.
So they did that. That was pretty cool.
Right. All right, guys. Anything else about the venue? Nope. All right. Moving on. How about the beard community? How was the beard community at this event?
Man, it was better than what I expected, to be honest. It was I gotta say that, I mean, you guys were there. You guys, this is not you guys' first one, but it was my first one. And just the fact of the matter that man, when everybody recognized me, yes, not at even at the venue itself, at the competition, everybody was like, people even that I didn't even know who they were. They came to me and they said, "Hey, Bishop," no lie, man, it made me feel like a rock star. It was great, and the whole atmosphere was great. The community was amazing. That's
Well, everyone's seen you in that movie. I love Willy Wonka, so everyone knew who you were.
Okay, time for a slap.
So the beard community at the venue was amazing. Even the biggest, toughest, whatever, these guys had the beards and everything. You walk up to them, "Hey, buddy, I like your beard." Guys came up to me and was asking me about, "Hey, how do I get my sides in?" And I'm like, "Me? Like, go talk to these guys over here." So, I mean, just very humble, very nice community. whether it was locals from Ohio, whether it was somebody that came in. Very nice.
I like the fact that a lot of locals were there and they mixed in with the community outside, and no egos, no negative vibes whatsoever. We had a couple little hiccups, but it was our own fault, with timing and things like that. But no egos. The bands were almost on time. It just, everything seemed to flow. And I contribute that to Mike, and he's like a superior event organizer, and he's got a lot of help this year. So take some of that stress off of Mike for next year. So all those minds in there are going to make it just a little bit better next year.
Right. I gotta tell you, I think the beer community was awesome, and the locals were awesome. I think it was kind of funny at the meet and greet. The first thing that happened was when we walked in, it was Mike Wiseman, myself, 30 Spray J, I think Finest, Big Ken, my guy, and I can't remember who else. But we walk in, and all the locals are like looking at us, like, "Oh my gosh, all the beards, right?" And next thing we know, people are coming up like, "Can we take pictures of all of you together?" and blah blah blah. So I mean, it was super cool. So even the locals were cool. It went. I have not been to anything else where it has just been so cool with the community, whether it been the locals, the beard community, the pinup community, whatever. Everyone was just awesome, and it was a great time. So
I thought you were going to mention how when we first walked in, I knocked over Bearded on a Budget's Mountain Dew.
well, that was the first day. That was
knocked
when
it
you
off.
walked into the area. I mean, I know you get a little nervous and antsy, and accidents happen. But when we first
Sugar.
walked in, that was
Sugar.
pretty cool. But yeah, everyone was good. Any last comments on how the beard community was?
Wonderful.
Alrighty. So let's get into this. How was the selection of vendors?
It was good. It was good. I mean, I was surprised to see all the companies. I knew Ken was coming from Bayard. I wanted to see him. Mountain, Mystery Mountain was there. I knew they were coming at the last minute. There was another one, Pirate. I can't remember the name of it.
Rugged Pirate.
Pirate, yeah. I didn't got too much to talk to them. Like I said, everything happened, but it was good. I mean, Elegant Sasquatch was there. Babeland, Raven.
Right.
It was nice.
Right. What do you think, Jay?
Man, as not that many were there, but the companies that were there were some of the top small batch companies that we all rock with. Raven Beard Co., Mystery Mountain, Rugged Pirate, Bane Blends, and Elegant Sasquatch, my boy. It was great because even though we buy this stuff online, we're like, hey, I ain't going to have to worry about shipping. I'm just going to get my supply in
Save a couple
now.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully next year, more companies come out, show some, and Bearded Death as well. I forgot to mention Bearded Death. Everyone put on, and everybody was humble. They got rained on a little bit, but nobody gave up, and everyone really was just so nice and humble. You got a couple free things, and really great pricing as well if you didn't get any free things.
Well, you mentioned most of the vendors there. Bearded Bastard barbecue sauce. I'm telling you, he's got some of the, you got it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best barbecue sauce and the mustard relishes, things like that. He did phenomenal. His girl was with him. Elegant Sasquatch wife was with him. Mrs. Bearded Death was there. It was so nice to see the wives. Bayard's wife was with them.
Right.
And just everybody was getting along, busting each other's chops back there. Bane Blends was there. He packed up so much stuff and put a lot of time into it. These guys drove or flew a long way for the event. So, hey, Hemp Wizard, what's going on?
The man, the myth, the legend.
Want to mention Phil from Mountain State Grooming. He came to hang out and just show support, which was super cool. And I almost didn't recognize him. He lost a lot of weight and just looks amazing and healthy.
Right. I gotta say the same thing. It was awesome. The only one that y'all forgot about was Alan Yenny from Okie Dokie, which he rebranded into Rough Cuts. So
Rough
he
Cuts.
was there. Yeah. But the great thing was we had all those vendors there and we had some other vendors too. But what a great time, right? Because everybody got to like meet owners and
Yep.
talk to them and getting product the day of. So you're like, man, I don't have to pay for shipping. I got it in hand if you wanting something. And just seeing the catalog in front of you, what they have to offer. It's kind of cool because I know like Bearded Death, that was the first show that he had been with where he had his deodorant.
Yep.
So he kind of debuted it at there. I picked some up. I'm wearing it today. It's fantastic. But Bane Blends, I'm gonna be ordering some deodorant from him too.
He's on right
Bayard,
now.
yep,
I knew it.
Bayard is going to have he's got a new blend of deodorant coming out. I already told him to remind me. But it's so great to talk to them because you get to talk to all these owners. And they'll be like, hey, I got this coming on the horizon or whatever, And all of them get along. It was a great time talking to all of them, meeting them all. So I think the vendor selection was good. Could there have been more? Sure, there could have been more, but I think we had top-notch people there,
Right.
and that was great. And I look forward to, like in the chat, we've got, Black Manor saying definitely she's going to be there. She wants to be there. I think Black Manor would be awesome to have up there in the vendor. Um, you know, I think it's so cool because, like we've said before, is everybody that is a small batch company owner, they get along with everybody. And you could have, I mean, Chief, correct me if I'm wrong, you could have 20 of the greatest small batch companies there, and everybody's going to get along and nobody's going
Absolutely.
to fight. So I think it's great, and it's going to do nothing but get bigger. And who doesn't want to be at an event vending when the Hemp Wizard's putting it on, right? Because it's going to be awesome.
I want to add one more thing.
Yep.
If you're a vendor up there and you're by yourself and you don't have a partner or a wife or husband or whatever, you can actually get up and go get something to eat, go to the bathroom, and not
Yep.
worry about anybody touching your stuff. It's
Right.
so I didn't, excuse me, I can't even talk. I didn't even lock my car and I had all my stuff in it. You're safe.
It was.
Hey, real
Mhm.
quick too. When you go to these beard competitions, this is only my second, but when you're trying to buy something online with this company that has such complexity in their scent and you don't know what to order, man, when you get to see them live and get to smell everything, Bane Blends being one, he's got some complex scents, and so does Raven Beard Co. And I was able to get some soap that I needed from Bane Blends that helped my complexion. And I finally was able to pick up some Raven Beard Co. Definitely wanted to get that Thou Shall Not Shave shirt though.
Right.
And then
Something else I'll say too, which is kind of cool about the event is if you're by yourself, like you were talking, Chief, when you see one of us or some of the other content creators, you're like, hey man, can you watch my booth for a half hour? Everybody's willing to step in and let you go take a break and watch your booth and make sure that nothing will be touched. So what a great place. I mean, how many events can you say that? Like you could do that and it would happen.
Well, we did that for True North at Worlds when
Worlds.
Dave and Kay went to the bathroom, and I think we gave
Right.
away like $800 worth of stuff in like 4 minutes.
Chief,
My bad.
$20 is $20, man.
Right,
What are you doing?
Jeez.
You know what?
We didn't do that.
Any other thing about the
One last thing. I know they weren't there, but the oil that Ronnie made for the
Yes.
Buckeye, I was able to get it before I left. Oh, amazing! It is top notch.
Right. Alrighty, guys, moving on. How was the beard contest?
Well, unfortunately, I was not able to stay, so I can't say much. Up to that point, it was fantastic. The bands were great. There was a lot of people. I was able to register and donate to that part. Well, on that point, I'm not. Yeah, I know it went for a good cause, and I'm happy to help any way I can. But unfortunately, I got to pass it over.
Man, so everyone that didn't know, yes, I went to Worlds. I didn't get to compete at Worlds, even though I know I have a top 10 business beard. This was my first beard comp competing. So your boy showed out in a suit, looking good. Beard was fluffy. I was number 202. I just like the way that flowed. And I got some cheers when I got up there. Like people knew me, and I had people wanting to take pictures with me and everything like this. It was so awesome to be a part of something. You kind of get stage fright. Being on the internet's one thing, but when you're in a group of, you don't know who these people are, they don't know who you are. Why is this guy dressed up, and why does he keep combing his beard? Why does he keep putting his sunglasses on every photo? But it was a great time.
Why were you nervous? I was holding the mic, and you were talking to me. Why are you nervous?
I was staring at your knickers.
I didn't have them on stage. You know that.
I was trying to
you
visualize.
dirty boy. Hey, listen, the beards came strong, man. And what a great event, man. And just everything flowed, man. We got everybody lined up on time, and everybody come up and, talk to everybody. And it was really good. And you did get a bunch of cheers, man. I think you were paying some of them ladies back there to scream for you, but that's okay. We had a great time, some great beards. Mr. Dapper was up there. That was a highlight, though. And I got to stand next to him and give him a quick interview. And so, Santa.
Man, I'll tell you what. I don't think I ever want to judge again.
You're right.
I was a judge, and I'll tell you what, man, it is so hard to judge competitions like this because, man, the beards that showed up, right? You're like, wow. And then I'm like, how do I even judge this, right? I mean, it is like insane hard to judge. But I had a lot of fun doing it. But like I said, man, judging was hard because, all these beards showed up. People showed up and showed out. A lot of people were looking good, had some good outfits. I gotta give the hats off to 30 Spray J because he was looking really good. As always, Mr. Harmon was looking fantastic.
Hey!
Yeah, you're not in the competition, man.
Hey!
You weren't in the competition.
You
Now,
know how many clothes I brought with me?
as far as MCs go, man, you rocked it, brother. I got it. You rocked it, But
I didn't actually know he was an MC. I thought he just kept taking the mic. I said, man, are they going to
He didn't say a word. I just did it.
But though, the man that looked the most like a cartoon character had to be Tactical Santa with my outfit, my spinner belt. Just saying. Cool. Just saying. But no. But cool. I mean, there were some people that came in looking really good. 30 Spray and Mr. Harmon looking amazing. So what an awesome time. Like I said, I just hope I don't have to judge again because it's too hard, man. When I do that kind of stuff, I'm like, I'm the type of guy that I need parameters, right? And there were no parameters. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to judge this. And I'm so, okay, boom, boom, boom. But
let me ask you, would you rather judge or MC?
Dude, I'm an MC guy, dude. You put me on a mic, I'll hype up. I mean, you guys, like when I had to introduce myself when they were doing the judge thing, man. I mean, I can get a crowd going. I'd rather do that than judge all day long. Put the microphone in my hand, let Tactical Santa judge, but I can't. Okay. I would rather do that than sit there and judge.
Okay.
Let me MC. Let me rock that mic. Yep. Yeah, I have to admit, and this is no slack on Bearded Texan, but Chief, you rocked the mic. You were emceeing awesome.
Thank you.
You rocked it. Yeah. Your presence. You had the look, the presence, and besides, who's going to go against what Chief says when they know you can knife hand them? So
I didn't knife hand anybody.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I got to put this away.
Yep. Right. All right, guys. Any more on the beard contest?
No.
Wait till next year. Wait till what I'm bringing.
One more thing before we move on. Yeah. The Whiskerina contest may not be next year, but they're going to substitute a Santa category.
Right. One other thing I will say though too, the best of show came down to two guys.
Right.
And the two guys were fantastic. Do I agree with the guy that won? I do. His beard was very fantastic and huge, but that's no slack on Born Bearded. He got second, and for somebody who hasn't been doing this very long for competition, that is a hell of a contest. I mean, in all honesty, the guy that came out and won it was kind of like a ringer, right? That guy's kind of a pro. So, I mean, yeah. So, Foreign Bearded Dave, you did fantastic. I was cheering for you, but it is what it is. The guy, he almost had the hemp wizard beard. So a hemp wizard beard's kind of hard to beat, especially when it's full, it's girthy, and it's long. So yeah.
Well, Dino, you didn't see him once he got the belt on and came back where I was. He was almost in tears when his kids came up. He was so emotional, man.
Right.
It made you feel good.
Yeah. But all right, guys, let's move on. How was the pinup girl contest?
So I gotta say this. I was not there for that part either, but I was there for this. Nicole, right? That's her name. Your niece, Nicole. When we were
cousin.
Sorry. When we were there at the table, some lady came up. Actually, I remember who it was. It was a lady. She was with the band, one of the bands. They came over and asked her for a picture.
Yep.
Yeah, and Nicole was like, "Mine?" She goes, "Yeah." And then she asked her, "How long you been doing the pinup girl?" And that was cool as hell.
One day.
I know, and it was cool. And Nicole is an amazing person, really cool. Talking to her, great job.
She's got good family, baby.
I don't see the resemblance.
No, come on, Chief, do it.
Jay, for the new guy on the block, you're sure digging yourself a hole, man.
Cocky.
Man.
Hey, if you don't smell me, you got to hear me.
You.
Man.
You're next.
That massage didn't give me any brownie points either.
No, it did the opposite.
I just want you to know. Yeah.
So what do you think, Chief?
I think there was 6 girls, 7 girls, and
8.
Onyx 5.
8. I think there was 8.
Okay.
8 total.
Let's just say 7.
Yeah, 7.
We'll just Nicole said, I don't think they're going to have the competition because I'm the only one here. And I was like, God, give it some time. And then they started filtering in. Right. And you could tell they came to win. And super nice girls. And Onyx, wow, that girl knows what she's doing.
Yes, she does.
I hope she takes a big part of that next year and makes it even better and just gets a lot more girls. And I'd never seen the pinup girl contest before. And it was the first time. And I was like, oh, they have to do like a personality and answer questions. Right. And I was like, that's really cool. So I just stepped back a little bit and just kind of observed things. And I really enjoyed that. And I think the crowd did too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Once again, I'm like, okay, I'm judging this pinup girl competition. And at least though, they had categories that you had. So it was a 1 to 5 score in 4 categories. So at least I had parameters, right? So that one was a little bit easier to judge than the beard competition because at least I had parameters. I'm like, okay, so like I'm looking at the hair and makeup. I'm looking at the personality. I'm looking at the answer. And then I think it was the outfit. So it was a little bit easier to judge that way because you're like, okay, this is what I'm looking for, right? And I got to tell you, I think all the women that came and did the pinup girl contest, all of them were stellar. It sucks because at the end of the day, there's only going to be one winner, right?
Right.
So if it was up to me, I would have probably given them all, prizes for being, because they did. They all showed out. I mean, if you look at all those girls that came, they put a lot of time and effort into their outfits, into their makeup, into their hair. I mean, I always tell people this, guys are easy when it comes to beards, right? We just put stuff in it and we got to shape it, right? These ladies put a lot of effort into their outfits, into their hair, their makeup, working on their personality, like questions. Because when they came, they didn't know what question they were going to be asked.
Right.
They get a random question and then they got to figure out how they're going to answer it. But what an awesome thing it was. I think it was a great thing, including the pinup community into the beard and music community that was there. So it was fantastic. I loved it. And I'll bet you next year there'll be 20 or 25. And what I'm hoping for too is because the pinup that we had on here, Melina.
Yeah.
I think she is going to try to schedule it up to be up next year. So that will be a fun time too. Hopefully Melina can come and do this one. So,
Oh.
but any other thing on the pinup girl contest?
Yeah, one more thing. I don't know if Onyx is in the chat, but can rockabilly girls be with pinup girls, or is that
Yes.
two separate issues?
You can. Rockabilly and pinup is kind of they allow the rockabilly in there. So you can be rockabilly, pinup, whatever you be, because
And that takes a lot of nerve.
Yeah.
To do that. And
yes, it does.
They owned it, dude. They owned it.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So I say that Bianca does the pinup contest next year.
Well,
I didn't hear that.
Why would we have a contest? I mean, Bianca's just going to go and take over.
That's right.
Win it. Yeah.
Listen, especially with the hair, the new makeup she got. I mean, you guys couldn't see it because stuff happened, but yeah, she had a new makeover. It was kind of like reddish blonde. You guys probably see her Monday. I don't know.
Oh, she did her hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
She probably come out Saturday because she wants to explain what happened and all that.
Right.
She want to tell Nicole that she got a free pass. That's what she said. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep her away from me anyhow. It's all pansy and stuff.
But yeah,
I'm married.
All right. Let's moving on. We've got how was the food and service? How was the food and service at the venue?
For how many people was there on Friday and Saturday? They did really good on service. They had a lot of people, had a lot of waitresses moving around all the time. The food was good. I was there with the table with Mike, and I asked one of the waitresses if they could bring enough water for Mike because I want to make sure Mike had water. And I only had to ask one. They brought me a big old pitcher of water. It's for Mike. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they offered high chairs to Bishop and Finest Mixed Breed. I asked for them, and they were like, "Yeah, they're right over here." The service was chef's kiss. The food was phenomenal. You got flatbreads. You had make your own pizzas, burgers, wraps. The first night I did try country fried shrimp, and I was so excited because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be just like a country fried steak or whatever. It was some good shrimp, but it wasn't. I don't know what made it country fried. But the second day we got pizzas, and those pizzas were phenomenal.
Well, I woke up, had a big old bowl of cereal, stopped at the gas station, ate a power bar, forgot to eat all day long until I ran into Dino at like 10 o'clock at night. And he's like, "You want some pizza?" And I was like, "I forgot to eat today." So the pizza was dope. I enjoyed it. Like Bishop said, those girls were moving all night long, man, and just super friendly. And it was packed. So kudos to them.
Right.
And they got the tips from the beard community because we were just every time tipping.
I gotta agree with all you guys. The service was awesome. The food was amazing. There was no long waits. As busy as it was, there was never a long wait. They were getting orders out. They were getting you drinks. They were coming back, taking care of you. I never once had to ask for a refill. They were like, boom, on the spot. So the facility did a fantastic job with the food and service. No complaints at all. I think they did an amazing job. Yep.
Can we say real quick, if anybody's ever in Zanesville, Ohio, go to the barn, check it out. Get some food from there.
Another thing real quick, Dino, it was that they adjusted from Friday to Saturday. I mean, some places waiting to that. No, they adjusted. They had more waitresses there for Saturday evening.
Sure.
And it was incredible. I mean, they hit it right on the park.
Right. Alrighty, moving on. How was the charity auction and raffle?
Again, at the beginning part, I like how the system that they were doing for the 50-50 and the raffle part, where they get to put their own ticket or whatever they want to be part of the raffle. That was great. The whole community went in there when I was there helping Mike with that part. Unfortunately I couldn't stay to the end, but
So when Bishop left, Mrs. Bruce City Becky took over. and she did a phenomenal job with those raffle tickets. So I just want to say shout out to her. Didn't have to step up and do anything, but she gave her services. Dude, that raffle and that charity and everything for good causes. I think that whoever won some things really won them at a steal.
Yeah.
At a steal. First of all, the shelf that Chief made went for $175. And that took some time to make. Him and Jacob Leatherworks did, he put some leather on it. Chief did the carpentry and gave away 57 bottles of oil with that for $175. That man is lucky. He's got beard oil for years. And then they gave away some of the bands at the show gave away brand new guitars, And those guitars, I looked them up. They were valued at $250, $300, $400. And, all for a good cause.
Right.
Yeah, I echo everything you guys just said. Hopefully we'll be able to have a few more things for auction and maybe do the auction a little sooner when people have a little more money in their pocket. Something to talk about. But I think everything went really smooth. There was a lot of cool stuff. I gotta send Tara a picture. It's a skull, alien skull full of vodka, and it's kind of like a lime green color. Santa Tom wanted it, but he couldn't take it on the airplane. So he's like, Chief, you want this? And I'm like, yeah. So, but yeah, I think everything was great. And I think we can make it better next year.
Right. Yeah, I got to say the same thing. I think it went awesome. Some people definitely got some steals. Because almost every raffle, because what happened was the shelf, Chief loaded it up, I loaded it up, and Santa Tom loaded up, but there was also more oils left, and a lot of the raffles got oils with them, along with whatever they won. There was a lot of oils being given away, so people got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff for what they paid. But any other comments about the raffle? Nope. Alrighty. How was the back waxing for Chin?
It was great.
Oh, don't worry. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay.
No. So let me say this first. Let me say this first. Just for everybody don't know, I had a situation. I had to leave early. Family comes first. I regret it. I was looking forward to it. I did not do it on purpose because I wanted to skip out of that. That's not me. Plus, I wanted to compete. For everybody who's seen pictures, I had an amazing, whatever you want to call it, the Chief staff the Chief made by hand. And I gotta say something else, man. My beard, I was using product from the company, and my beard was looking sharp. And I was,
Well, I'm going to have to cut you off, Bishop. We're not talking about the beard competition now. We're talking about the back waxing that you missed. The back waxing.
And I was going to say that.
Okay, so Bishop wasn't a part of the back waxing, so the ones that had the pain can talk about it.
Go ahead, Jay.
I think you should go first on this, Dino.
You're in the rotation. You go.
Oh, come on. Okay, so your boy hit 1,000 views this weekend on Instagram, probably because my ass was out at the
You're
Buckeye.
welcome.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all that had to see the thickness of this dump truck, but it was for a good cause. And I want to say that no matter how much buttering up and brownie points I tried to get in with the waxer, that hurt. And I had a Kelly Clarkson 40-year-old virgin moment, and I screamed elegant Sasquatch.
It was magical.
For who?
So Chief, why don't you talk about the back waxing?
You know what? I kind of felt bad for you guys because Jay got loaded up with 2 strips. You had 4? I think you had 4, Dino.
I had 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You handled it like a G. This one here, that's what happens when you butter up. Pay attention, Bishop. Stop buttering up. He got his ass handed to him.
Okay. First of all, Chief, we're gonna get you back somehow, some
It's
way.
already been figured
Don't
out.
worry
You're
about that.
You're a day late. Yeah.
Yeah. Dino, don't ever look me in the eye and say, "Don't worry, brother. It doesn't hurt that bad."
Well, I figured you were a grown man, and I had no problem. I mean, I sat there. Chief was looking at me during the whole thing, going, "I feel for you, brother," and I just looked at him like, "Oh, ow."
Mm.
Yeah, that's because it was all on your upper back. You didn't get none of that good tramp
Hold on a
stampy
second.
hair
Hold on a
that I
second.
had.
I looked at Chief after the 5th one, and I said, "Am I done? We can do more. We can do more. Go ahead." And you know
Oh,
what? Nobody
okay.
did. Nobody did. We could have done more.
Finest went into the ATM to actually pay for more for us, and we just kind of cut it
Right.
short quickly because everyone was tired of staring at our
Yeah.
asses.
I didn't
out in
have the
public.
ass out in public. I had the back out in public. Just to clarify. Just to clarify.
I'm with you, Jacob. Killed it up, baby.
But $20 is $20, Jay. So I get it. Here we go.
25 is 25.
Here we go. So just so he says, Dino, you lying. Chief, am I lying? Am I lying about the pain I didn't feel?
No, I gave you a double shot of Crown about 20 minutes before that. So
for folks that don't know, Dino was spraying on lidocaine on his back before the whole thing started. So whatever.
Man, you know what? Maybe next year we should have another back wax, and it'll be me and Jay again, and we'll go strip for strip and see who passes out first.
Ooh, that sounds like a challenge.
Bishop,
I
where
didn't
you
say
at on
nothing.
this?
That's up to you guys.
You know, here's the thing though, Jay. You notice Bishop's being quiet. You're the one running the mouth.
We're both city boys. We're gonna run our mouths back and forth.
We can go pain for pain, my brother. We can go pain for pain on the back waxing.
I'll try to get into this Elf Team 6 and get a little bit more sexy next year. So maybe I'll get a little bit more.
I gotta tell you what though, you did handle it well though, Jay. You did handle it well, and everything went good. I think a lot of people got a lot of laughs out of it. It got streamed. Well, not streamed, but the reels went all over the place. Next thing I know, I'm sitting there like, wow, look at all these reels. And it's me getting back waxed. And look, all these reels, it's Jay getting the tramp stamp back waxed, So it went everywhere. We did our job and it raised some money. So,
real quick before we move on, I walked around for a couple hours acting like a fool so people could shove dollar bills, $5 bills. I had a 50, 100. I had a couple 20s. In my underwear walking around. So there was a couple hundred raised before the $25 strip came along. So.
Right.
Alexa, play I'm in Love with a Stripper.
2 years, Kiki.
With a Stripper by T-Pain, featuring Mike Jones on Amazon Music.
Alexa, did he just activate your
Alexa, stop.
Wow. Jay, you are just digging yourself. You're digging yourself a hole, man. You imagine this is the first night he's really on as a host, right? And he's digging it that bad. That bad.
Yeah. Welcome to Mayhem.
Chief.
Hey, my hand goes to you guys. I appreciate it.
Maybe there needs to be a weekend getaway with myself, 30 Spray Jay, and you, and like the drill sergeants say, 3 of you are going to go in, only 2 of you are going to survive.
I've learned really quickly not to go into the woods with 2 white men before.
Smart move. All right. But I'll tell you what, Bishop, it would have been fun if you were there, but I know family, we've always said that family comes first, but
yeah.
Yep. And I think Bishop probably would have handled it more like a man than you, 30 Spray. I think
yeah. I had to give the people what they wanted. They wanted to hear the screams. Okay. You wanted to be the tough guy. They wanted the pain. And I gave it to them.
You gave it to them. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But good job, brother. We had fun. It was all a fun time. Anything else to be said on the back waxing, fellas? Enough's been said. All righty. Here we go. How were the bands?
Huh?
They were great. Loud, great music.
Speak up.
It was great.
I would say I loved and my playlist, I'm a music junkie, so I got metal, I got rock, I got rap, I got country, I got whatever the thing that Bishop sings, when we're doing mic tests. I got it all. But those bands were rocking the crowd. I got to give it up to Turning Tides and West Devil. I added both of them on Instagram and on YouTube. I actually just I listened to the all their tracks earlier today when I was working out. Those guys put on a hell of a show, and hopefully we see them again next year.
Right.
Yeah, I think you will. So high, OHIO. Welcome to Ohio. Love that. Great band. I got all their autographs on the back of my underwear board. Super guys for super guys for coming out doing that for us, and so appreciative of them.
Yeah, I got to tell you, all the bands were awesome. I thought West Devil was awesome to see because last year, Chief, West Devil came out and he actually sang a song with a different band. He didn't have his band, so it was cool this year seeing West Devil with his band. And then I'm bad at this. I can't remember the name of his band, but Billy Schooler, his band. It was awesome seeing him. Dead Silent.
Mm-hmm.
Fester, all of them were amazing. I loved it playing him. But shall we kind of give away something that's happening on October 6th on the Monday Night Mayhem show?
Sure.
Monday Night Mayhem show, October 6th, we will have West Devil as the guests. And I don't know if that's just West Devil himself, because he kind of mentioned it may be the whole band. So that's going to be an amazing show, October 6th. Lock that in. You're not going to want to miss that show. Go check all these amazing bands out. I believe a lot of them are on Apple Music. They're streaming everywhere. You can get their music. Support those guys, man, because the one thing we didn't talk about is almost all these bands came out for gas money. They donated their time. They didn't make any money. They were selling their merch. If you can, go to some of their sites. If you didn't pick up like a band shirt or any merch, go to their sites and pick up some merch from these guys because, dude, these bands were fantastic. They didn't get paid. They did it all for charity. So as the beer community, let's give back to the music community because they really showed out in force, man. Everybody did an amazing job. So go check them out, buy some merchandise, get some songs, do it up. Show them what the beer community is made of and how we support everybody.
I just want to say, not only Turning Tides, West Devil, there was also Dead Silent.
So
Black Sasquatch. I think they had to cancel for health reasons, but they had excellent merchandise out. They were handing out tins with their stuff, and most of them donated everything back. They're just there to rock, practice, whatever, get their name out there, and maybe one day, a year or two from now, you're going to see those no names from Ohio are going to be the next, Slipknot, Metallica, whatever. These guys.
So we just got to mention this guy, Kyle from Shape the Podcast. Ohio, welcome to Ohio. Man, you want to talk about a diehard Ohio fan, but I just got to poke fun at him. So happy that your OSU Buckeyes beat a high school team this weekend, and you were so excited. Awesome job.
Well,
Shots
at least,
fired.
hey, Mike made you say OHIO. Yeah.
I messed it up how many times?
4 or 5. It's hard to spell Ohio. I get it.
I mean, when it leaves such a bad taste in your mouth, you really don't want to say it. But I made you all happy.
But I mean, think about it. Mike's from Ohio, Chief's from Ohio. Is it really that bad?
All I got to say is hail to the victors. Go Michigan. I should have had my Donkey's brother there with me.
That's all right. He can bring his wife, and she'd be all about Ohio. So
that's okay.
Hey, and while we were there, the Buckeyes won
against
the
high school team.
It wasn't
everybody needs a warm-up game. We get it. Everybody needs a warm-up game. Good job on beating the high school team. But no, if you guys haven't seen Shape the Podcast, go check him out. Their show's awesome. It's all about men's mental Acuity. So check them out. Kyle's an awesome guy. Check out Shape the Podcast. And I just love throwing shots at Kyle when it comes to because believe it or not, I don't even watch football.
Me neither.
I just know what bothers Ohio State fans. So it's all good. I don't care. I don't, like I said, I don't really watch football. I just like poking fun at you guys because I don't even watch football. But yeah, what an awesome time. So anything else about the bands other than go support them, go buy some merch, and show out for them?
One thing, Lewis's daughters, all three under the age of 6.
Rocking out.
Head banging, rocking
Right.
out. Love the music, love the vibes.
I wish, you know, if we would have been Johnny on the spot, one of us would have taken video of them headbanging because that would have made an awesome intro reel with them headbang. Dude, it was so awesome.
Yeah.
What a great time.
We'll get it again. We'll get it again. Next year, we'll get it again.
All right, guys. Anything else said about the bands? No. All right. How was the host, the Hemp Wizard?
Phenomenal. I mean, wow. Yeah. He tried to be everywhere I want. I mean, he tried so hard.
Right.
So great job, Mike.
I learned why they call him the Hemp Wizard this weekend, so that was awesome. Great products, great guy. We've had some conversations. He was just very humble, and he really knew how to get a crowd going, knew how to keep it hosting, knew how to keep everything professional and organized. And as much as I thought we were going to be off track and we were going to be there till 1, 2 in the morning, man, everything was just boom, 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 boom. So great. This is the first time I've seen something so organized by something so, I'm used to concerts and things of this nature and everything. So he really, obviously Buckeye 3, he knew what he was doing, and Buckeye 4 is going to be even better.
All I know is Mike worked me like a seaman recruit out there, man. Jeez. He worked me to death, and I loved every minute of it. Mike's probably one of the most compassionate and caring people in the beard community, and he works on this all year long, and I give him 100% props, man. That's why I back him as much as I can and do whatever I can for him. And if he says, Chief, I'm like, I'm on it. I don't even have to ask. So,
yeah, he is
real quick for him to jump in. He asked if me and Finest would anybody want some tedious work, and we actually did all the lanyards for him that morning, and it wasn't even like pressure, just getting it done. Trying to help a brother out and get things done.
I'll have to think about that, you Golden Fleece. I'll have to think about that. I will tell you this, man. Mike Wiseman is awesome, the Hemp Wizard. So it's kind of like a funny thing that Chief and I always say is that, dude, if Hemp Wizard asks you something, you don't turn the man down. You just do it because we have that much love and respect for Mike Wiseman. He is a brother to us. I mean, if he calls me up and says, hey, I need you to do this, or if I was down at the Buckeye Beer Battle, I need you to do this, whatever you need behind you, and we do it. And he is so awesome. Such a great host. He makes everybody feel welcome, and he gets everything done. But what an amazing guy. I love doing events with him, and I think everybody, he did say it, though. He did warn all this, right? He was like, nobody's ready, right? And I don't think people were ready. I don't think they knew. And you got there, and I think a lot of people left that beard battle minds blown. Because I hate to keep bringing this up, but Worlds was awesome, but Buckeye Beard Battle is where it was at. It was just an awesome time. I look forward to it. I know you did, Chief. I know you did, Jay. I know from now on, this was your guys' first. I know you're going to be you're going to like, man, I can't wait to this one event every year to be at. So Mike Wiseman does a phenomenal event, and I can't say enough good things about him. One of my highlights was, and you saw in the reel is I'm sitting there at the judge table, and Mike had both of the belt that was for last year's winner and the belt that was for the best of show. He's like, can I see your belt? And I went, and I'm like, come here. And I actually put it on him. So he had 2 belts and the Tactical Santa Order belt on him. And I'm like, dude, that belt looks awesome on you. So it was pretty cool that he was walking around with the Tactical Santa Order belt. I thought that was just great. So what an awesome guy. I do want to say this before we move into, because we're going to be leaving the topic of the Buckeye beer battle, I think there's two things that need to be said. Chief, you and I, do you want to talk about this? I'll let you cover the first part, but the tasks that we got tasked with.
Yeah. We were given a task. And let me tell you, I'll give you the shirt off my back, man. If you just say, Chief, I need, or Chief, please, or can you, I'll bend over backwards. This tasking stuff, I don't like it. Just say, hey, would you do this? Absolutely. But I did it because I kind of want to see how this plays out, and delivered what I had to deliver. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I had to deliver a package too. I was tasked with, but I know you and I really didn't want to talk about this other thing to give the maker, these people, enough credit. But do you mind if I talk about what happened the morning of? All right, so we didn't really tell anybody because we didn't know if it was a joke or not. But when Chief and I arrived at the barn, we went through a walkthrough that morning with Mike Wiseman. We walk in. Now, obviously, I'm dressed up with the Santa hat. I've got the jersey on, and on the back of it, it says Tactical Santa. So it's kind of hard to say who this guy is, right? We walk in, and one of the bartenders looks at us and says, "You're Tactical Santa." I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on? I'm Tactical Santa. Chief's right now." She goes, "Do you know a bearded chief?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's my brother right here." And she goes, "I have something for you." She goes, "Come to the bar." We get to the bar. There's 2 shots sitting there. And we're like, "Okay, what's up with that?" She goes, "Somebody by this name, the maker, bought you guys shots. You're supposed to drink them this morning." And Chief, do you want to tell them what the shot was?
Take a guess.
This is so cliche. It's hilarious.
Maker's Mark.
Yes. Yes. So we do the shots, and we're sitting there, and we're like looking around because we're like, is somebody playing a joke on us? But if anybody in the chat or anybody that was down there, if it was a joke, kind of let us know, because if nobody claims it, then I guess they or he or whatever was there and bought us shots for the morning. So
That's what I like to do in the morning is drink the shots.
Yeah.
I heard so much, and I learned so much about this because I'm just watching this. These people, this troll in the chats and everything. It doesn't seem like they're trolling, but they're trolling. You know what I mean? But I hit 1,000 followers this weekend, and the next day, I actually got a message from the maker, and it was some kind of like riddle or whatever. Basically, it said, "My spark has grown to a flame where we've noticed you." And I'm like, I just replied, thanks for noticing,
Right.
Okay. I'm not chosen, you guys are chosen now. Bishop's chosen
So
now.
there was some sort of not mix up, but so I'm chosen 1. Chief is chosen 2. Finest Mixed Breed and Bishop got packages. Funny story about the package. I told this to somebody. So I get a package in the mail, and the first thing I'm doing is I'm trying to mess with this package. I'm like, what if there's like a kilo of cocaine in this package? I'm not going to be transporting this, right? Because if I get pulled over, what am I going to say? Some weird beard company gave me this package, told me to deliver. I mean, I'm going to prison, right? So I'm checking this thing out. I'm like, okay. You're kind of sitting there playing with it. I'm like, dude, it's got to be a shirt or something or whatever. So I took it. But Bishop, what number are you?
I think it's 5.
And then
Either 5 or 6.
Yep. So you're either 5 and Finest is 6th.
Right.
Baker's number 3.
Right.
So the big question is
4.
4. Who's 4? Right?
Is it me?
Oh no. But supposedly there is a 4. So, or maybe they don't know how to count and skipped 4. I don't know, but there's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So I don't know, but I don't know. And there was also a game, I guess, played with Bishop and Finest? Do you want to talk about that, Bishop? What happened?
Well, he sent me a message, a task, and he says, like a big old riddle in Spanish. It was kind of confusing, but he said that I have to, you know, to become the chosen one. The package I receive is not for me; it's to be given back. And he said I had to give it to Finest. That's when I
Okay.
saw it. So I did that. I followed
Right.
through. And I guess when Finest got his, he was supposed to give it to me. But again, on the whole situation, I had to leave. I forgot mine, so Finest smelled it too.
But wasn't there some? So if I remember right, the one you gave Finest
Right.
was like a 4X,
Yeah, something like that. It was
and
bigger
then
than
the
what he
one,
had.
yeah. So so you got.
Right.
So he got your shirt and you got his, and wasn't there something with you guys were supposed? Because Finest, if I remember right, Finest showed me the message he got from him, and it said something about now that you've got your packages and open them, you've got to give them to each other or something
Right.
to
And
bond
put it on.
to bond the brotherhood or something like that. So
Yeah.
I that's the problem with this thing is that there's so many games that are played. It's never like straight up. It's played. So I don't know. Oh, I was just glad that I didn't get a goat that showed up on my porch and said delivered to Ohio, because that was not going to happen. I'm not delivering a goat. Right. Right.
Just stop tasking me, for Christ's sake. Stop.
Yeah. Renee says, has anyone ordered their oil yet? As far as I know, you can't order anything yet. It's not available. There's a specific when it's going to drop or something like I don't know. But yeah. All I know is since Chief and I passed our tests, we get some affiliate code that gets us half off. So,
Which is still expensive.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how
I
many
think
more hours? You know how
I'm
many more hours I'm gonna have to work on the True North hotline to make money to buy that stuff?
2.
Yeah, at least 2, right? Yeah. Um,
I'm not paying
Hey,
that much.
we've
no.
been on an hour and 18 minutes. What do you got next?
right. All right. So we got Elf Team 6 selection. I know we talked. That's starting up soon, right, Chief?
Yeah, I'm thinking next week because I wanted to get Buckeye Beard Battle in the bed and
Right.
it's done.
So look out for some more information coming. Elf Team 6 selection. We are going to be starting on it soon. Head over to the Tactical Santa Order Facebook page, post your id, and there will be orders coming soon on what you need to do. Bishop, have you tried anything new? What's the Bishop's blessing?
I did. I tried this. I don't have it with me again. I'm traveling, but I tried this thing. It's a living conditioner. And I was skeptical, but when the place I got my haircut, the lady said was that they've been trying it and it's good, and I was like, why not? So I bought it, and I've been using it at night with kind of this project that me and Jay Somers are doing, and I'm using a beer bonnet too, just to the point at night, and I like it, no lie, but it feels really really good. The living conditioner, so I'm trying something new,
Right. Alrighty. For me, Slaywalker's Choice, I've been trying a new protein bar, and it is called Bear Bells. I think they're amazing. So I'm diabetic, so I can't eat candy bars. And when I eat these, it cures my sweet tooth, and there's like no sugar in them. So fantastic. If anybody's looking for a new protein bar, maybe Chief, I don't know, maybe Bearded Death. But Bear Bells are fantastic. Every flavor is awesome so far that I've tried. So go check them out. Chief, the Chief's pick.
Okay. Bishop, you first. Loyalty is rare. If you find it, keep it.
And definitely you want to keep that closer than anything, especially brotherhood wise, right? Like in this community, you guys showed that to me on more than one occasion. Just I cherish that 100%. You know, uh, even gonna say this more, you guys more than my own brothers. I'm here in Ohio, and they live within 20 miles from me, and I only seen one. So that goes.
I want to say that I tell my kids this all the time. You know, you're gonna grow up, and all those friends that you were so worried about when you were kids and high school and everything. It's very rare that you still have those friends. Um, Dino's lucky enough to have a great friend from high school, Big Ken. Shout out Big Ken. It was a great pleasure meeting you. Um, but I don't have that many friends. I have no friends from high school anymore. They're either alive, dead, or in jail, or we just don't talk because that's trouble. I do have my best friend going on 7 years, which is also one of my barber, and then you guys, and you find it, and you find that loyalty that someone's going to give you the shirt off their back, a few dollars to help you, even if you didn't ask for it, or a meal, you know keep that loyalty, and also pay it forward too. Don't you can't have loyalty without giving loyalty. So
I got to say, loyalty is one of those things. If you find it in somebody, loyalty with somebody is priceless. Okay, you can't buy that type of friendship. You can't buy it. You get somebody who has loyalty to you and will be your ride or die, ride with you, type of person you can call them at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, "Hey, I need you," and they're going to show up. That's irreplaceable. Treat that like a treasure and don't let that escape you.
I agree, man. But loyalty also has that other side where, like, me and Dino are really tight, and we could say, "I don't agree with you," or "That's
Right.
wrong," and the other one understands. Uh,
Right.
a lot of military brothers, we get that loyalty. The bearded community feels like the military to me, and I've grown way closer to a lot of you in the community. I liken that to my military brothers, and I needed this. I know a bunch of y'all in the community needed this brotherhood, this loyalty, and I respect so many people, and loyalty is 100% what makes this community great.
Right. All right. Final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts of the night.
Man, I just want to say another great show. This community, from last this weekend, this community has showed me a lot. While we were talking about the loyalty, when I had to leave, I just told a few people, just my closest ones, closest brothers, and then I reached out. I mean, a lot of them had reached out asking me if it would do everything was okay. I mean, one of the first ones was Chief, one of the first ones who reached out, making sure everything was okay, because they thought I just drove straight back to Oklahoma, right? And that wasn't the case. Just when you less expect it, man, this community shows everything, So I'm proud to be part of it, and I will definitely be at the Buckeye #4 with better plans.
yeah, get those dates. As soon as you get those dates, I'm putting in my time at work. It's in the books. We will be back. When I got to Buckeye, the first person I bumped into who I missed at Worlds was Finest Mixed Breed, Robert. As I was going to my room, he was walking down the hallway, and I was like, "Hey, come on in." And we were inseparable the whole weekend. That's my little brother right there. Maybe even my big brother, but he's smaller than me. I don't know. But question for you guys, real quick: who and mine obviously is Robert and also Dave, born bearded. But one person that you didn't get to meet before that you connected with this weekend.
Man, for me, it was easy, everybody, because it was the first time I met everybody. Who I was looking to meet the most, honest to God, I gotta say was Chief. And that was a given. It was my two brothers for sure.
Well, back at you, brother. Lewis, I've been talking to the guy for a long time. Super guy. I got to meet his wife and his kids were so cute. So,
Yep. I got to say, the ones that I'm glad I met because I didn't get to see me at Worlds. #1 is Bishop. #2, Santa Tom, and Lewis, man, because Lewis and I have been texting. And at first, Lewis said that he wasn't going to be able to make it. And then all of a sudden, things straightened out for him, and he got to bring the family and what an awesome time. And I'm not going to lie, I always love when I can see my little brother 30 Spray J, because him and I, he is, and it's crazy because, like Chief, you and I are brothers, right? Because we're about the same age, and, same thing with Bishop. But man, I look at 30 Spray J like he's my little brother. And I gained another new little brother this weekend with Finest Mixed Breed. So those two are my little homies, man, my little brothers. So I definitely got them. I got their backs.
At least everyone got pictures with Chief, though. I'm still 2 events in.
Can
no
somebody
pictures with Chief.
Photoshop him in some pictures, for crying out loud?
I'm gonna get you blown up and put it on my wall.
You don't
He's
have
gonna-
to blow up my pictures. They come life size.
He's gonna get one of those life-size cutouts of Chief. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna talk to you every morning. He's like, before I go to work, Chief, do you have any words of motivation?
Don't
Thank you,
screw up.
Chief.
Love you, bye.
Alrighty, guys. I just want to say thank you for everybody for joining us. I got a new closer I want to do. The bearded community is an awesome community, and the brotherhood and sisterhood is there. No matter where you go and what people you deal with, show them the love and respect that the bearded community shows everybody. Let them know and let them see why we love this community so much. And with that being said, Chief, send us out.
Mayhem out. Bye-bye.